Hello, my darlings. So, for today's reading, we're going to be using the Enchanted Map Oracle cards to set the theme, give us an idea of the overall energy and advice. And we're going to be using the Rider-Waite-Smith for clarification. This deck, I always forget the name, but you guys, y'all already know. I've seen some of y'all drop the link from Etsy so that we know where to purchase it even. Thank you so much for that, because I really do forget the name. So, let's go ahead and get started. While I'm shuffling, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you to all of those who not only are signing up for the monthly membership. That's my main source of income, so I appreciate all of you. But as well as those who are commenting, those of you who send stars, those of you who share my content, who react to the videos, sign up to the YouTube channel, follow the Facebook page, all of those things let me know that you really appreciate my time and energy, and you love what I do and allow me to do what I love. So thank you to all of you. I really, really appreciate you, okay? So let's go ahead and get started with today's collective. What is the energy for today's collective? We've got Moonlight. I don't think I've seen that card before. I love it when we get new cards. Let's see. Well, I call them new because they haven't come out, but they're not actually new. What energy is for today's collective? One Ring Circus. Okay. Oh, look at that. 5115. Somebody has 6 is a very important number. And then 41, unexpected visitors. Okay. Interesting. Let's go ahead and read the messages that come with these cards. Now, let me remove the rest of it so that we're not distracted. Number 41. I say we, it's mostly I get distracted with the other cards. Okay. 41, unexpected visitors. If you expect the unexpected, you'll be prepared for miracles. Detours, surprises, and paradigm shifts, expect the unexpected. No matter how detailed your plans are and how clear you believe the road ahead to be, there are times when the best plans are waylaid by unforeseen circumstances. At first, detours may seem inconvenient, but a surprise turn of events signals that the adventure of life is beginning to get interesting. No one can plan for synchronicity, for fate and destiny to meet, except Spirit, who knows what you can't comprehend for now. Life is full of surprises, so stay on your toes and enjoy this exciting new adventure you weren't expecting. There is a plan for your life that may not match up with your agenda. That feels kind of like the Tower card, but in a good way. Then we've got Moonlight, which is number 51. This one says, your intuition allows you to see beyond the mundane, logical, and analytical. Follow it. Moonlight beckons. Come and trust your intuition to lead you into places that may not seem logical. Your hunches will be right on target. Resist second-guessing yourself, for your alternative perception is especially sharp right now. You can see beyond the surface of things and truly read between the lines. This is a good time to use oracle cards or other systems of divination to gain information. Remember that the language of intuition is a symbolic one. It comes subtly through a hunch, a tingling, a clear sound, or an animal or object crossing your path. Spirit is sending you messages to help you now. Success is yours if you follow the signs. Interesting. And the number 15, One Ring Circus. You are capable and competent. Independence is key now as you step into your journey today. Others may not have the vision or resources that you need. Recognize that all the wisdom you've acquired along the way makes you particularly competent, capable of moving forward with assurance. Self-reliance is important. Another aspect to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries between you and another. Be discerning about your partnerships at this time. When you know who you are and have a healthy sense of where you and the others begin, you are able to enter into the best kind of relationships and will attract people who mirror back your wholeness. Interdependent relationships are always mutually supportive, stimulating, and transformative. You can achieve anything at this time. Oh, interesting. Okay. So, something unexpected happens, or somebody unexpectedly enters our life. With Moonlight, it's like, listen to your intuition. There's something here that you need to see. maybe what we're being reflected back at us is how competent we are, how capable we are. We'll see. Let's see how this plays out in the collective, okay? So, let's see. Hold on. The collective for the subscribers just uploaded, so it's just, okay. Perfect. All right, let's get started. Oh, that one, first card showed up reversed. Magician reversed. Okay. Let's pull it down a little bit. With the King of Cups. The Seven of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. The Devil. Oof. As soon as I saw the Devil, I don't know why, what came to mind is something about the devil you know. We'll see how that plays out. Somebody here is possibly afraid of stepping out into the unknown. Wheel of Fortune, even if they're very unhappy, because the devil you know means at least I know what to predict from this monstrosity. Queen of Swords. Let's see. Six of Pentacles. The Star card. The Four of Cups. The Nine of Cups. Oh, now I pushed them down too much. Last collective, they were too high. Now they're too low. Okay, hold on. One more. And the World card. Oh, okay. With the Three of Pentacles. Okay. So, Three of Pentacles with the Two of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Hierophant, Knight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. I was gonna say, and now I feel pretty confident that the collective I did today for the subscribers was talking about a Queen of Wands, a Queen of Swords who didn't want to let go of her knight, right? Who had turned into an emperor due to somebody else's assistance. I feel like this is the other side of the story. This is the knight's story. This is the king, because now he's shown up as a King of Cups. So with the Three of Pentacles, remember, king and queen is not about gender. We can have men who have very feminine energy, women who have very masculine energy. It's not about gender, okay? Anywho, Three of Pentacles. They definitely want to build. They want to establish some sort of teamwork, some sort of collaboration with somebody. That's their plan. That's where they're going. That's where they're headed to. There are challenges. They know this. But look at this. These are 10 wands altogether. 5, 3, and 2. That's 10 wands. The 5 and the 2 is the 7, which means that they're going to be putting in all this work to fight for it, to defend it, to make sure it happens. The 5 and the 3 is the 8 of wands, which means like I'm going all in, full force, no breaks. And then the 10 of wands is fully accepting responsibility for it. Hierophant. They feel divinely guided to this though. Their higher self is saying, this is where you need to go. Now the Hierophant could also be, they feel like this is what they're committed to. Knight of Cups, they have this on a pedestal, whatever it is, or whoever it is, Queen of Pentacles. If this is the continuation, or not the continuation, but the other side of the other story, then this is who they want a new beginning with. This is who they want a life with. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. Let's put these over here. Let's straighten these cards out. And let's look at it all together. So, at the very beginning, we've got the Magician reversed. So this King of Cups, and I'm going to call him a king only because he's shown up as a king here, even though he was a knight in the other reading. With the Magician reversed, they feel a blockage. They feel like they can't manifest what they want. They don't feel competent. That's why this is here. They are competent. They just don't feel that they are. Because those who use the Magician energy correctly know that to manifest, you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you can, like, for example, there's 2 levels of manifestation. One, people can do short term, as in, let's say somebody wants a raise, somebody wants a promotion. They can manifest that promotion, that raise easily. Most people can. What they can't do is hold on to it, because they don't actually believe themselves capable of that position. So they may have manifested a promotion or a raise, but they don't feel they actually have the qualities or the capacity to fulfill that role. So they lose it with time because they weren't ready for it. So Magician, this is somebody who's struggling to believe in themselves. They're struggling to believe in themselves that they can actually have what they want. And the Devil here showed us up. Remember when I said, when this card came out, what I got was the Devil you know. They may currently be connected to Queen of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune is between them, which says divine timing is at play. Things are shifting. And although the Queen of Swords, because see, I swear, I love tarot because this is one of the things that it's very clear here, okay? Queen of Swords is air energy. If this is the only thing that they come up as, they're very cutting. They can be very critical, perfectionist. Yes, they're very intelligent. They're very diplomatic sometimes. They can be, depending on their energy, but they're aligned with the Devil, which means that they're not at their best all the time. So this is somebody who swings back and forth between being intelligent and diplomatic and polite, and then they go to being critical and harsh and mean. King of Cups is water energy. It's soft. Even if it's a masculine, they have a softer energy. Now, the problem here is that society has taught us that a man or a masculine who is soft, who is vulnerable, is weak. And that's not true. But I have a feeling that this queen abides by that mentality. Because there's some toxicity here when we look at their dynamics. So Wheel of Fortune is here saying things are shifting. The wheel of time, the wheel is turning. They may be going in separate directions. 7 of Pentacles, this King of Cups is trying to understand, first of all, where they should be putting their energy, where they should be investing in. 8 of Pentacles, because whatever this person invests in, they invest wholeheartedly. I have a feeling that this is somebody who, yes, they have water, but they also have a lot of earth, because Pentacles, 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 Pentacles. That is not a coincidence. We'll see. If they show up as King of Pentacles, forgive me as I crow. I told you so. Anywho. Because this is somebody who invests wholeheartedly, right? But with the Devil, they're realizing that the investment that they've made with this Queen of Swords, it didn't really pan out the way they thought it would. Which is why they honestly want to build somewhere else. Because they're at this point where they're understanding, I can stay in a familiar place, but I can't create when I'm here. Because when I'm here, I'm constantly told I'm not enough. I'm constantly brought down. Because see, here's the thing about water. Water carries, right? It carries almost most substances in the world. You can put a lot of materials in water because it is a, what's the word for it? I can't think of the word for it. Basically you can use it to carry a lot of things. It's a conductor, I think is what we would call it. I don't know. I can't think of the word. Anyways, you can use water to carry a lot of substances because it easily bonds with other materials, right? So the reason I'm saying all this is because the King of Cups, they pull in whatever the Queen of Swords tells them they are, especially if there's somebody close to them. They are absorbing that. And this becomes part of who they believe themselves to be. which is a danger for water energy. They need to be very careful. Six of Pentacles, I have a feeling, because if you notice the pentacles are decreasing, 8, 7, and 6. I have a feeling that once upon a time, this King of Cups thought that this was a great investment. And as time passes, they're realizing this is not equal, though. I keep giving and I don't receive what I give to this Queen of Swords. And I'm just going to say, I already know, because of the other collective and because of this, and because we had the Queen of Pentacles underneath the Three of Pentacles, the unexpected visitor here was the Queen of Pentacles. Because something is teaching this King of Cups that they have more than enough energy and competency and capability to do what they want to do. With the Star, they now have hope. They've started to heal. With the Four of Cups, they might have even been in a state of depression. They might have been in a really low place, because Four of Cups and the King is Five of Cups. A lot of sorrow, regret, loss. They might not have been in the greatest of places. But Queen of Pentacles is she's the green thumb, right? Where the King of Pentacles is the Midas touch, the Queen of Pentacles is the green thumb. Everything she touches, she brings to life. So when she came into contact with this King of Cups, remember, water absorbs. What they absorbed from her is healing. What they observed from her is good luck. So with the Four of Cups, they're starting to step away from the Five of Cups, and they're starting to be in this place of like, wait a minute. If I continue investing in, what's that saying? If you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always got. If I continue with the devil I know, I'm never going to progress. With the Nine of Cups, they're starting to realize a wish. Star and Nine of Cups both together is a wish. Their wish is to come together with someone that actually matches them, that actually supports them and pours into them. With the World card, where for a long time maybe they were resisting change, now they're ready for change. They themselves are pushing for change. Let's clarify the Three of Pentacles. Two of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, yep. And there's Three of Pentacles again, with the Strength card. So remember, water absorbs, right? What they absorbed from the Queen of Pentacles gave them strength. Almost like like she gave them some Miracle Grow and they now feel more powerful, more strong because of that. So now their plan, Two of Wands, they're implementing a plan here. The plan is to be single. Because if they're connected to this Queen of Swords, this could be through marriage, this could be through just commitment, this could even be a job. For some, it doesn't have to be romantic. Whatever it is, there's some sort of bond between them and this queen. And for a long time with the devil, they thought they couldn't free themselves, but it's shifted. Things have shifted. They now see themselves able to be free. They now want to go build somewhere else. Clarify Magician reversed. We've got the Eight of Cups, the Three of Wands, and there it is, Five of Cups. I told you. Oh, with the Three of Swords. Okay. See, I wasn't sure, but now I know. Because I thought, over here, when I saw the Five of Cups, I did think it could be that what they lost was the Queen of Pentacles. But I wasn't sure. Now I'm sure. Because this is somebody who they had to be around the Queen of Pentacles long enough to where they now know what it feels like to be in the Magician energy. but then they lost her. And I think that they're the ones that walked away from her because of their bond with this Queen of Swords. So were they trying to do the right thing? Most likely, yes. But did that show them that they're actually in the wrong place? Yes, also very likely. Because now what they yearn for is that feeling of, I can accomplish anything. I'm competent, I am capable. But they no longer have the right source around them, because water absorbs. And what they've been absorbing now is battery acid, where before they were absorbing life. So now they're sitting here in heartbreak because the Queen of Pentacles isn't around. The Queen of Pentacles isn't there. And I think, remember I said this reminds me of the Tower in a good way. She was meant to be a little flash in their life for them to understand, am I in the right place? Am I going in the right direction with the right person? And now they know, no, I'm not. Clarify the King of Cups. Let's see. Seven of Cups reversed. The Hierophant. And the Lovers. With the Judgment card. So, once upon a time, this king had very, very high hopes for their commitment to this Queen of Swords. And again, this doesn't have to be romantic. For some people, this could be a commitment to a company, commitment to a school, to a culture, to a religious belief. And for others, it's commitment romantically to a partner. They once had very high hopes for this. Seven of Cups tells me that they're very disillusioned now. They had a reality check. I don't know what kind, but remember I said she's tied to the devil. This Queen of Swords is not always at her best. And I know that a lot of you are going to say, well, that's human. I'm not saying that. I'm saying there are moments where we all get upset, yes, but with the devil, there's moments where they can be really toxic, really destructive. That's very different than just being human. This person once believed that this was their divinely guided partner. They once felt that the angels and their guides brought them to this person. And they could have. They could have. But this was meant to be a lesson. And that may be part of what has them so sad, when they're realizing, this whole time I thought I was with the right person, and now I'm realizing this was a lesson. Clarify Seven of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. Ooh, the Empress reversed. The Hanged Man reversed. I mean, the Hanged Man is upright. Sorry, he looks reversed. The King of Cups. Yeah. They invested, because here they show up again, King of Cups. They invested in somebody that they believed was an empress. And it took time to reveal that this empress was reversed. Which means that this is somebody who uses their feminine energy to manipulate, to control. They seduce, they coerce, they manipulate to benefit themselves. Nine of Cups. They're somebody who's very self-serving. It's for their pleasure. This may be somebody who's really good at, because they're professional at this. Empress reversed is like a femme fatale, but not in a good way, you know. Well, I don't think that there's a good way for a femme fatale, but you know what I mean. They're called a femme fatale because of the destruction they bring into somebody's life. It's not somebody who helps you grow. It's somebody who gets you into debt. They're very good at using their sexual energy or their feminine energy to get money out of you and get status out of you, and they drain you dry. And it took this king time to see that. Now the Hanged Man, the reason it shows somebody upside down is because it took them time to see the world from a very different perspective. And now, that's why there's a little halo around their head. They see it now. They have illumination. They're enlightened. And it might have taken the unexpected visitor, it might have taken a real empress coming in for them to see the difference. Before, this is all they knew. They didn't know any different. And now they see it differently. Clarify Eight of Pentacles. King of Wands. The Sun. Five of Wands. With the Temperance card. So this king has shown up as King of Cups, King of Wands. So this is somebody who invested all of this into this Empress reversed because they felt that this person gave them happiness. Because at the time they probably did. When you don't know any better, right? So they... Remember I mentioned the Empress is somebody who knows how to use her sexual feminine energy to control and manipulate, right? And this person showed up with the King of Wands, which means that they were very passionate. And for a long time, they might have interpreted all that passion, all that sexual energy as love. They thought that that was happiness. They thought that fighting and having intense make-up sex, that was love. And they were at peace with it. That's all they knew. Toxicity is all they knew. Clarify the Devil. Three of Swords. The Star. And Seven of Wands. With the Emperor, I was gonna say the Empress, the High Priestess, but this one is upright. So I feel like they met somebody who is a true divine feminine. As in, I'm not saying this one isn't a divine feminine, but she's not at her best state. This one is somebody who has been doing the work. But the thing is that Three of Swords, they might have broken her heart because they themselves were in toxic energy. That's all they knew. But she knew how to bring healing. She knew how to bring... The reason the Star is shown naked is because it shows vulnerability. She has 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on earth because there's balance. She knows how to delve deep into emotions, but she knows how to be practical, realistic. That's why she's shown this way, because she seems too perfect. She's not. Nobody's perfect. But this is somebody who is deeply in tune with their feminine energy, with their spiritual energy. So with the Seven of Wands, they know how to lay boundaries. They know how to protect themselves from toxicity. And I think this is all a lesson. Moonlight is here because this person started listening to their intuition by watching this person listen to their intuition. Clarify Wheel of Fortune. Page of Cups, High Priestess, and the Ace of Wands. Yep. Because see here, they met with somebody that taught them a different type of passion. This Empress is going to know, it's very sexual, it's very promiscuous actually, it's excessive sexuality. Whereas the High Priestess is also, can be sensual, but she shows up with the Page of Cups, which means that she shows up with a very, there's almost like a purity about the way she approaches passion. Or that's how they see it. It doesn't mean the passion is any less intense, it's just different. It's more focused on, I want to make love, not I just want to fuck. This one would be I want to fuck, and I know how to fuck in all sorts of positions, and I can be a porn star. And this one is like, well, yeah, that's nice, but it has to be with one person. Whereas I have a feeling that this empress might have even betrayed this king, like had affairs, because this is somebody who they thrive off their sexual energy. Whereas the empress wouldn't do that. And that's what separates them. It's not that I'm talking about purity. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a certain type of sexual energy. I'm just saying that there should be limits, especially when we're in a commitment. There should be limits on who that energy is expressed on. And so they're realizing, at some point they realized, how did I get here? How did I get caught up here? But it took time. It's changing the way that they see passion. It's changing the way that they see love. It's addressing boundaries, toxicity. There's a lot of things that this divine feminine opened their eyes up to. Clarify Queen of Swords. Oh, look at that. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Clarify Queen of Swords. Ten of Wands. Six of Swords. So what is something else that they didn't see? Well, this is literally in the other collective. For those of you who can't see it, you're going to know what I mean. It showed that what the Queen of Swords was missing was the Queen of Pentacles energy, which the Divine Feminine had in spades. And now they show up with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, which means that they can give the impression that they're nurturing. They can give the impression that they are, nurturing is what's coming to mind the most. But reversed means that they're actually there to take. They're not there to give. They use their sexuality and their feminine energy to manipulate, to control, to use this king like a living ATM or a living sex toy. But that's it. They're not there to love. And at some point they realized this. At some point, this King of Wands, it clicked what was happening. And then it became a burden. Maybe before this king took pleasure, they almost took it like, oh, well, she's an empress, so of course she should be spoiled. Of course, I need to take care of her. And then they realized, especially if she went to other people too, I'm just one of her. She sees me as one of her minions. I'm here to serve her. I'm not her equal. Not in her eyes. And then it started getting old. Because they had been blind to it before. They had been, that's what comes to mind. They had been blind to it. But it took them meeting a true divine feminine for this to be very clear, up in front and center to them. Kind of like, I'm sorry, this is going to sound terrible, but it's kind of like the way America creates different dishes and they call it Chinese food, Mexican food, Italian food. We all know that's garbage, right? When you taste the authentic thing, you can't come back and eat that. And we're like, ugh, it's not the same thing. It's not. I used to love Olive Garden until I went to visit my aunt in New York and I tasted authentic Italian food. And I was like, I can't eat that shit. Now the only thing I ever eat from Olive Garden is the salad. I still love the salad. And their Sopa Toscana, I love that. But apart from that, I don't eat their pasta. I can't. It's disgusting. True Italians know what I mean. So this is the same thing. It's like they didn't know any better. They didn't know any different. They had to meet the authentic thing for them to see how unauthentic this was. Clarify Six of Pentacles. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. I knew it. I knew it. Remember I said, wait for me to crow with the king. I knew it. Okay. Back to our regularly scheduled program. The world. So, oh yeah. Yep. Okay. So this is somebody who definitely, they're a giver. They give, but the King of Pentacles is not an idiot. Okay. He gives, but he expects returns. This is an investor. This is the Midas touch king is not just going to go around creating things for people at no cost, right? He's an investor. He's not going to invest into you unless he gets something in return. Otherwise, he's just giving to you. And he can be generous, but don't abuse his generosity. Six of Wands. I'm telling you, for a long time, this person, and they're showing up as three different kings so far. The King of Cups showed up, right, as the main person. King of Wands, King of Pentacles. Six of Wands. They took pride. They used to be very proud that they could provide for this queen this way. Because I think with the Moon card, what they didn't see was that's probably how they were manipulated. She might have manipulated them, saying things like, oh, it's because nobody treats me like you do. Nobody spoils me the way you do. This is why I'm loyal to you. But she wasn't. Queen of Pentacles reversed, Empress reversed. Loyalty is the last thing on her mind. Nobody, like, let's say that she uses finances, because I have a feeling she does, to measure men, to measure masculine energy, because this doesn't have to be a man or a woman. They use finances to measure people. So this Empress, this Queen of Pentacles reversed, might have said things like, oh, those other peons, those peasants, they don't have the type of money you do. They can't give me the type of things you do. And it like puffed them up. It gave them this feeling of like, oh, wow, she really sees me different. They didn't see that this was a manipulation tactic until they came across this true divine feminine. Six of Pentacles, she gave to them in equal measure what they gave to her. And something clicked in the investor's head. It's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Page of Wands, this is different. Why is this different? If supposedly I'm with an Empress, I have a Queen of Pentacles, why does this feel different? Why does this feel foreign? Well, because it is. Because it is different. Because it's not the same thing. And with the World card, it was a lesson. It took them time to grasp the idea, because they had never had the real thing in front of them. They always thought this was it. But once you see a genuine article, you can't go back to the fake. Once you taste the real thing, you can't go back to Olive Garden. Or you shouldn't. That's a sin. Let's see. Let's look at Star card. Clarify Star card. Whew. Okay, well, that was unnecessary. Deck just exploded in my hands. Anyways. Okay. Five of Swords. This was a this was a big change for this king. Because for the longest time, they were absolutely certain that they had the creme de la creme. Because I will say, this Empress may be somebody who is stunning physically. They may be amazing in beauty. Their body may have a very nice body. Whatever it is, they're very intelligent. They're very charming. They have a lot of qualities that make them seem like they're not a match for, most women. And that can be true. But they're also showing up in the reversed. Meaning all of those qualities that they have, they use to control, manipulate, and take. And it took time for this masculine to reconcile, because they were having cognitive dissonance. With like, how am I with an Empress, and yet I know that these two are so different? This doesn't make sense. Well, It did once you realize that what you have is not an empress, but a copy, a fake. With the star card, I have a feeling that they had to do some healing of their own for them to be, because you really do have to question, why was I even attracted to a fake? Why was I taken in? What did this person see in me? How did my own ego fool me into thinking that this was the real thing? They had to really balance that out. I think that they had to come to terms with what they perceived as love, what it is that they, what is it that they were willing to serve? What is it that they were willing, why were they willing to give so much stability? Maybe they too valued themselves off of what they had. So it really changed. It took a lot. It took a lot of things changing. But you see how we have the Two of Pentacles in the Knight? A foundation was built. They went to their foundation. They addressed their foundation because they realized my foundation is faulty. Because if my foundation wasn't faulty, I wouldn't have even been attracted to this. Obviously, I'm growing because I pulled in the real thing, but I'm still attached to the devil. And they had to work through that. Because now they want the genuine thing. They want the genuine, the real McCoy. And that takes work on their part. But they're doing the work. Because they're in this mindset of like, I don't want to be attracted to this. I don't want this to ever be on the frequency I'm on. Or I don't want to ever be on the frequency that this is on. And at some point, I felt this was perfect. So they're addressing themselves, which is exactly what they should be doing. Let's clarify the Four of Cups. Because now they're in this place of, I don't want this divine feminine to be the one that got away. Clarify the Four of Cups. Look at that. Like I said, they don't want this divine feminine to be the one that got away. They want a connection with her. And I say her because it's divine feminine. This could be a man too. They want a connection with the divine feminine. They are determined to have a connection with this person. With the Ten of Cups, they truly believe that with this divine feminine, they could build anything. They could go to the ultimate level of happiness. Even when they didn't see it before. Even if before they couldn't, they were blind to it. They might have even hurt the feminine because we've got 3 swords here. And I did say over here that they broke her heart. With the Justice card, they want to make that right. They want to fix that because they were like, I have a feeling, remember when I said it took time for this to sink in? I have a feeling that they might have been in denial about this divine feminine initially. They might have even denied that she was the divine feminine. They're like, no, this one is. I know because I chose the best. There's no way that this one is not the divine feminine. This one must be faking it. This one must be a liar. It took time. Clarify Nine of Cups. There it is again. Clarify Nine of Cups. Oh. Okay. Five of Pentacles. Have you ever watched a movie where in the movie there's somebody who is like a double agent getting close to the main character, and somebody who loves that person warns them about them, and this person defends the double agent? They're like, how dare you? And they create conflict with that person. They lose that friend or that lover, and then it turns out that person was going to betray them. That's what they feel here. They feel like I literally sorry, I just had to I had to do that. Okay, back to the story. I sabotaged, destroyed my connection with the divine feminine. And now I'm on the outside. I'm out in the cold. How do I rebuild? How do I show that I want to invest? How do I show that I'm done with the past? How do I show that now they are my wish, that I get it now? I understand. How? How indeed? Clarify the world card. Oh, wow. 2 of Cups. Look at that. The Emperor. Yummy. Ace of Swords. Holy shit. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Wow. With the King of... Look, the only king that hadn't shown up shows up. This person had shown up as King of Cups, King of Wands, King of Pentacles, and now King of Swords. This person has leveled up. They are now an Emperor. It took them meeting the Divine Feminine for them to know what the real thing wasn't, and that they also weren't the real thing. But now they wanted to match her. Look, 2 of Cups. They feel like I'm her match now. I don't ever want to match this type of thing again. I want to match this. And they do. Look at all these aces though. This is so cute because that's why the World card is here twice. They're done. They're done with this type of energy, with this type of frequency. They don't want to be on this channel anymore. They went off that channel. They went off that frequency. They know where they want to be now. And they believe themselves capable of reaching this level now. This is so awesome. I'm so excited. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Let me know. I'm always looking to feedback in the comments. So talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.